All right, that was the national anthem at tonight's swim meet, Eastern Hancock versus Richmond High School. We will have the diving event first. That's events 9 and 10. There are 6 rounds.
First diver, Addie Jones. Her first dive will be 103B, forward 1.5 somersault height, degree of difficulty 1.7.
This is Addie Jones of Richmond. This is her forced dive.
Four, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5.
That's 5.5 solve across.
Like the Munger from Mr. Hancock, her first dive will be 101A, forward straight dive, degree of difficulty 1.4.
Micah Munger of Eastern Hancock, a sophomore. That's beautiful. 4.5, 5.5, 4.5 for Micah.
Her first dive will be 102B, forward somersault height, degree of difficulty 1.5. Four,
5, 5, 4.5 for Sam Wheeler's first dive.
Forward 1.5 somersault tuck, degree of difficulty 1.6.
The 2 divers from Richmond High School are Brody Morgan and Brody Clark.
Next up, Lincoln Richmond. His first dive will be 103C, forward 1.5 somersault tuck, degree of difficulty 1.6.
Lincoln Richmond, a senior at Eastern Hancock. This is his first dive.
For 5.5, 6, 5. Next up, Brody Morgan. His dive will be 101C, forward dive tuck, degree of difficulty 1.2. For 6, 7, 9.
6, 7, and 9.
Addie's second dive will be 401B, inward dive pipe, degree of difficulty 1.5. For 5, 4.5, 5.
5, 4.5, 5 for Addie's second dive.
Straight, degree of difficulty 1.7. For 4.5, 4.5, 3.5.
3.5, 4.5, 3.5 for Micah.
Back somersault straight, Degree of difficulty 1.7.
That was Sam Wheeler. 4, 4, 4.5.
Brody's second dive will be 203C, back 1.5 somersault cut. Degree of difficulty 2.0. For 4.5, 5.
4.5, 4.5, 5 for his second dive.
Second dive will be 302C, reverse somersault cut. Degree of difficulty 1.6. For 5, 6, 5.
5, 6, 5 for Lincoln on his second dive.
201C, back dive cut. Degree of difficulty 1.5.
Brody's second dive from Richmond.
For 5, 4.5, 7.
5, 4.5, 7.5.
Addie's third dive will be 5-2-2-3D, back somersault, 1.5 twist free. Degree of difficulty 2.3.
This is Addie Jones' third dive from Richmond.
For 5.5, 5.5, 6.5.
5.5, 5.5, 6.5 for Addie.
Will be 401C, inward dive cut. Degree of difficulty 1.4.
Micah scores a 4.5, a 5.5, and a 4 on her third dive.
Sam's third dive will be 5-2-1-1A, back dive, 1.5 twist straight. Degree of difficulty 1.8. For 5, 4.5, 4.5.
5, 4.5, 4.5 for Sam's third dive.
Reverse dive straight. Degree of difficulty 1.8.
Brody Clark up for Richmond.
For 5.5, 4.5, 5.5.
4.5, 5.5,
Lincoln's third dive will be
5.5 for
5-2-2-D, back
Brody.
somersault, 1 twist
This is
free.
Lincoln
Degree of
Richmond's
difficulty
third dive.
1.9. For Forward 5.5, 5.5, 5.
5.5, 5.5, 5
Brody's third
for
dive is
Lincoln.
301C, reverse dive tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.6.
Brody Morgan on the board for Richmond.
Forward 3.5, 3.5, 4.5. Adding fourth dive will be 201C, back dive tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.5.
Addie Jones for Richmond on the board.
Forward 5, 4.5, 4.5.
Next up is going to be Micah Munger with her fourth dive.
Micah's fourth dive will be 5.1, 1.1A. Forward dive, 1.5 twist straight. Degree of difficulty 1.8. Forward 5, 4.5, 4. Next fourth dive will be 402C, inward somersault tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.6.
Sam Wheeler on the board for Eastern Hancock, her fourth dive.
Forward 5.5, 5.5, 5.5.
5.5s across for Sam.
Brody's fourth dive, 402C, inward somersault tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.6.
Brody Clark on the board for Richmond. This will be his fourth dive.
Forward 5, 5.5, 5.5. Lincoln's fourth dive will be 402C, inward somersault tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.6. Forward 4.5, 5, 4.5. Brody's fourth dive will be 103C, forward 1.5 somersault tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.6.
Brody Morgan on the board for Richmond.
Forward 5.5, 5.5, 6.5. Addie's fifth dive will be 301C, reverse dive tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.6. Forward 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Michael's fifth dive will be 202A, back somersault straight. Degree of difficulty 1.7. Score 4, 4.5, 4. Sam Smith dive will be 301A, reverse dive, straight, degree of difficulty 1.8.
Sam Wheeler is up for Eastern Hancock.
Score 4.5, 4.5, 4. Brody Smith dive will be 5211A, back dive 1/2 twist straight, degree of difficulty 1.8.
Brody Clark from Richmond on the board. It'll be his 5th dive.
Score 5, 4.5, 5.5. Lincoln Smith dive will be 202A, back somersault straight, degree of difficulty 1.7. Score 5.5, 6.5, 5.
5.5, 6.5, 5.
Brody Smith dive will be 5231D, back 1.5 somersault, 1/2 twist free, degree of difficulty 2.1.
Brody Morgan on the board for Richmond.
Score 4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6 for Brody's 5th round dive.
Total round of dives, for added 6 dives, he'll be performing 5-1-3-2D, forward 1.5 somersault, 1 twist free, degree of difficulty 2.2.
This is Addie Jones' final dive.
Score 3.5, 3, 3.
3.5, 3, 3 for Addie's final dive. Next up is Micah Munger from Eastern Hancock.
Degree of difficulty 1.8. Score 4, 4, 3.
4, 4, 3 for Micah's final dive.
103B, forward 1.5 somersault height, degree of difficulty 1.7.
This is Sam Wheeler's last dive for the night.
Score 4.5, 4.5, 4.5.
4.5s all across for Sam's last
Brody's
dive.
6th dive will be 104C, forward double somersault duck, degree of difficulty 2.2.
Brody Clark for Richmond on the board.
Score 4.5, 3.5, 4.5.
4.5, 3.5, 4.5 for Brody's final dive.
Lincoln's 6th dive will be 104C, forward double somersault duck, degree of difficulty 2.2.
This is Lincoln Richmond, a senior at Eastern Hancock. It's his final dive of this event.
score 5, 4.5, 4.5.
5, 4.5, 4.5 for Lincoln.
Birdie will be performing 404C, inward double somersault tuck, degree of difficulty 2.8.
Brody Morgan of Richmond, his final dive.
For 4.5, 4, 5.5. This concludes the diving portion. This evening, we will reset the pool for swimming and begin shortly.
All right, so they're going to reset the pool for swimming. Timers are asked to be at the timing meeting on deck, and the teams for the 200-yard medley relays are asked to be in the staging area behind the starter blocks.
First up is one girl, 200 yards at the relay. In lane 3, Richmond Hancock. Leg action, Seth Everett, Billy Norris, and Sam Wheeler. And in lane 4, for Richmond, Emma French, Ira Thompson, Kate Woodhouse, and Olivia Bailey.
All right, we're ready for event one, the girls 200-yard medley relay. We have Eastern Hancock in 3, Richmond in 4. Okay, Megan Atkins is leading off for Eastern Hancock with the backstroke leg in the medley relay. Seb Ebert will follow, followed by Sophie Dolence and Sam Wheeler. For Richmond, they have Emma French in the water right now doing the backstroke leg. Ali Acosta is up next, Kate Holthouse, and Olivia Bailey. This is event one, the girls 200-yard medley relay. We're in the final 20 yards of it. Next up, Seb Ebert for Eastern Hancock and Ali Acosta from Richmond. Seb Everett in the water for Eastern Hancock in lane 3, Ali Acosta in lane 4. On the blocks are Sophie Dolence of Eastern Hancock and Kate Holthouse of Richmond. Sophie Dolence in her senior year here at Eastern Hancock. Her father, Mike Dolence, has been the swim coach here for many years. Other coaches on staff are David Messer and Julie Adkins, our dive coach. On the blocks for Eastern Hancock is Sam Wheeler, our diver. And for Richmond, we have Olivia Bailey. Boom, there they go. This is the final leg of the medley relay. Oh man, it's close. Richmond's gaining on Eastern Hancock. Let's see who touches first. Oh, is it Eastern Hancock 224.79 to Richmond's 224.82? What an exciting race came down to the wire. Event number 2 is going to be the boys 200-yard medley relay. That was a win by the Eastern Hancock girls. Adkins, Ebert, Dolence, and Wheeler.
Next up, event 2, boys 200-yard medley relay, lane 2, Richmond, C. Ranveer Singh, Gavraj Prabhati, Ramsey Karti, James Shearer. In lane 3, Eastern Hancock A, Paul Serberg, Landon Mays, Hank Lee, Keegan Fletcher. In lane 4, Richmond A, Miles Russell McCoy, Jordan Light, Braxton Whitus, and Brody Morgan.
All right, in event 2, we have 2 Richmond relays in lane 2 and 4. Eastern Hancock is in lane 3. We have Ranveer Singh, Paul Serberg, and Miles Wessel McCoy in the water. Richmond swim B of Singh, Ratchvi, Karti, and Shearer. In lane 3 for Eastern Hancock, we have Serberg, then Mays, then Lee, then Fletcher. In lane 4, we have Wessel McCoy, Light, Whitted, and Morkin for Richmond A. Paul Serberg in lane 3, currently in the lead for Eastern Hancock. Landon Mays in the water. Kurashapti into the water for Richmond. And Jordan Light is swimming in lane 4 for Richmond right now, while Ranveer Singh finishes his leg in lane 2. Raj on the blocks and into the water. In the lead is Jordan Light of Richmond in lane 4, followed by Landon Mays of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Yuvraj Parabji in lane 2 for Richmond. Third leg, Braxton Whited in the water for Richmond in lane 4. Hank Lee in lane 3. And Ramsey Carty on the blocks for Richmond B. Lee into the water. Richmond swimmer Braxton Whited heading back to the blocks. Brody McCorkle into the water for the freestyle leg for Richmond in lane 4. James Shiver in lane 2 for East Richmond. Tegan Fletcher. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Let's see here. Tegan Fletcher into the water for Eastern Hancock. In lane 2, that is Ramsey Carty swimming the butterfly for Richmond B. That is a win by the Richmond A relay team of Wessel McCoy, Light, Whited, and Morgan. Eastern Hancock currently running in second place. Paul Serberg, Landon Mays, Hank Lee, and Tegan Fletcher on that relay. In lane 2, we have Richmond B, Ranbir Singh, Yuvraj Parabji. In lane Ramsey Carty and James Shirer. James Schurer finishing his leg for the boys 200-yard medley relay, Richmond B. That was a very decisive win by the Richmond A relay team of Wessel McCoy, Light, Whited, and Morgan. Next up is the girls 200-yard freestyle. We have Katie Moore of Richmond, Seb Ebert of Eastern, Olivia Bailey of Richmond, and Megan Adkins of Eastern Hancock. All right, Katie Moore in lane 2, Seb Ebert in lane 3, Olivia Bailey in lane 4, and Megan Atkins in lane 5. This is the girls 200-yard freestyle. All of the swimmers very evenly matched in this race, with Katie Moore of Richmond and Olivia Bailey of Richmond in slight leader positions for 1 and 2, Seb Ebert in 3rd, and Megan Atkins in 4th. Katie Moore retains her lead, and Olivia Bailey and Seb Ebert hit the wall at the same time for simultaneous turns, with the Richmond swimmers slightly ahead. Megan Atkins holding her own over in lane 5. Oh, lead change as Olivia Bailey stretches it out. Katie Moore in lane 2, Seb Ebert in lane 3. Megan Adkins under the flags over in lane 5 for Eastern Hancock. Come on. They're swimming at a pretty good clip. Final yardage for the 200-yard freestyle. Katie Moore in lane 2, Seb Ebert in lane 3, Olivia Bailey in lane 4, Megan Atkins in lane 5. All right, second place finish for EH swimmer Seb Ebert. The winner is Olivia Bailey of Richmond. Third place goes to Katie Moore of Richmond. Megan Adkins in fourth for Eastern Hancock girls 200-yard free.
Next up, event 4, boys 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1 for Richmond, Stu Lakin. In lane 2 for Richmond, Cooper Smith. In lane 3 for Eastern Hancock, Paul Server. In lane 4 for Richmond, Grayson Clark. And in lane 5 for Eastern Hancock, Landon Mays.
All right. It's time for the boys 200-yard freestyle. We have Jude LeCamp in lane 1, Cooper Smith in lane 2, Paul Serberg of Eastern Hancock in lane 3, Grayson Farmer of Richmond in lane 4, and Landon Mays in lane 5. This is event 4, the boys 200-yard freestyle. I'd be watching Grayson Farmer in lane 4. He has a seed time of 1:55.68 from Richmond. Paul Serberg of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Landon Mays of Eastern Hancock in lane 5. Grayson Farmer out front for Richmond, followed by Paul Serberg of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Then Cooper Smith of Richmond in lane 2, Jude LeCamp in lane 1, and Landon Mays of Eastern Hancock in lane 5. The boys 200-yard freestyle event, number 4. In lane 4, we have Grayson Farmer of Richmond coming in for a finish 2:23. First place for Grayson Farmer of Richmond. Paul Serberg in lane 3 of Eastern Hancock will finish next. 2:16.41 is Paul's time, followed by Cooper Smith of Richmond, 2:20.89 for Cooper. Landon Mays touches for 4th place in the event for Eastern Hancock, and Jude LeCamp 5th in lane 1. All right, Grayson Farmer win. Event 5, there are no entrants for tonight. In event 6, we have the boys 200-yard IM.
In lane 3 for Richmond, Lincoln Smith. And in lane 4 for Richmond, Ramsey Carty.
We have 3 entries from Richmond. Yuvraj Prajarpti in the lane 2, Leighton Smith in lane 3, and Ramsey Carty in lane 4. This is the boys 200-yard IM. We did not have any entrants for event 6, the girls 200-yard IM tonight. In the lead for Richmond is Leighton Smith, followed by Ramsey Carty, also of Richmond. And over in lane 2 is Yuvraj Prajapti of Richmond as well. This is a Richmond only event tonight. Leighton Smith making his turn here in lane 3. All right, that was a Leighton Smith win by the swimmer in lane 3 from Richmond. As Ramsey Carty heads out on his final leg of the IM. Yuvraj Prajapati from Richmond finishing.
For women, it was 200 yards. Then for Richmond, Leighton Smith.
All right, event number 7, the girls 50-yard freestyle has one heat for the girls. Isabella Inman in lane 1, Rosa Collage in lane 2, Sam Wheeler in 3, Ali Acosta in lane 4, Micah Munger in lane 5, and Katie Phillips in lane 6. We have 3 Eastern Hancock swimmers, Bella Inman, Sam Wheeler, and Micah Munger. 1, 3, and 5. Richmond swimmers are in 2, 4, and 6. Rosa, Ali, and Katie. This is the girls' 50-yard freestyle event, number 7. In lane 4, we have Ali Acosta of Richmond and Sam Wheeler of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Followed by Micah Munger in lane 5 and Rosa Kalash in lane 2. A win by Richmond's Ali Acosta. Second place by Sam Wheeler. Third goes to Isabella Inman. Fourth goes to Rosa Kalash. Fifth to Micah Munger. And sixth to Katie Phillips.
Within 8 boys 50-yard freestyle, we will have 2 heats. In heat 1, lane 3 for Richmond, Gavin Mitchell. And in lane 4 for Richmond, Tanvir Singh.
All right, it's event 8. We have 2 heats. The boys 50-yard free, 2 swimmers in this. Exhibition swimmers from Richmond, Gavin Mitchell and Ranbir Singh. Gavin's in lane 3, Ranbitter in lane 4. Gavin Mitchell in lane 3 in the lead in this heat. Ranbir Singh in lane 4. All right. Gavin Mitchell wins the heat. Excellent. All right. Ranbir Heat Singh improves on his heat time. In Heat 2 of the freestyle for the boys, Hank Lee in 1, Clint Martin in 3, and Tegan Fletcher in 5.
In lane 3 for Richmond Hancock, Clint Martin. In lane 4 for Richmond, Owen Fowler. In lane 5 for Richmond Hancock, Tegan Fletcher. And in lane 6 for Richmond, James Sherrill.
All right, this is event 8, the boys 50-yard free, Heat 2 of 2. Hank Lee in lane 1, Miles Wessel McCoy in lane 2, Clint Martin in 3, Owen Fowler in 4, Tegan Fletcher in 5, and James Shearer in 6. After this, we will have a break where the senior swimmers and divers will introduce teachers and staff who've made a difference to them. Owen Fowler having a commanding lead over in lane 4 for Richmond, followed by 2 Eastern Hancock swimmers, Hank Lee in 1 and Clint Martin in 3. Next to touch would be Miles Wessel McCoy from Richmond, Tegan Fletcher in lane 5, and James Shearer in lane 6. All right, we are at the break.
At this time, we will have a 10-minute break. At this time, we have our seniors with their influential guests at the pool deck.
It's very dusty.
Seniors and influential guests at the pool deck near the score stage. Tonight's first senior is going to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible teachers and mentors who have played such an important role in our family. Please join me in welcoming the following individuals to the exhibit. Joining Coach Willis, the first guy, Mike Kelly. Joining Aubrey Woods, Jacoby, David Messer. Joining Lincoln Ritter, Kenny Gaylord. And joining David Tyler, Jennifer Evans. To our educators, thank you for inspiring, challenging, and supporting each of you both inside and outside the classroom. You push the belief of potential and offer lessons that go far beyond academics. To our mentors and coaches, thank you for your guidance, encouragement, and for believing in these students, even when they got it wrong. These children develop hard work, resilience, and teamwork, qualities that will stay with them for a lifetime. Senior athletes, your success is a reflection of a village that has supported you, and tonight, we honor those who have been a part of your story. Teachers and mentors, your dedication and care are truly appreciated. Let's give a round of applause to these outstanding individuals who help shape the futures of our senior athletes.
Roll Tide! Thank you, Miss Howard. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you, Miss Howard.
We're back from the break. It is event 11 and 12, the 100-yard fry. The butterfly is going to be swam by Katie Holthouse from Richmond, Cooper Smith of Richmond, Braxton Whited of Richmond, Ramsey Carty of Richmond, and Alex Markley of Eastern Hancock. It is a combined event. So Kate will be swimming against Cooper, Braxton, Ramsey, and Alex. And they're off. It's events 11 and 12 combined, the 100-yard butterfly. We have Kate Holthouse in lane 1, Cooper Smith in lane 2, Braxton Whited in lane 3, Ramsey Carty in lane 4, and Alex Markley of Eastern Hancock in lane 5. All right, that is a 100-yard butterfly win by Braxton Whited of Richmond.
Well, that's unusual. Thank you.
And Kate Holthouse of Richmond wins it for the girls event. Alex Markley came in second.
In lane 2 from Richmond, Katie Phillips. In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Sophie Dillon. In lane 4 from Richmond, Emma Prince. And in lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, Seth Everett.
All right, it's event 12, event 13, the girls 100-yard free. All right, 3 entries for Eastern Hancock here. Megan Atkins in lane 1, Katie Phillips of Richmond in lane 2, Sophie Dolans from Eastern in lane 3, Emma French of Richmond in lane 4, and Seb Ebert in lane 5 for Eastern Hancock. It's the girls 100-yard freestyle event. Sophie Dolans in lane 3 and Emma French in lane 4 are challenging each other. Seb Ebert is a close third in lane 5. Megan Adkins in lane 1. Katie Phillips in lane 2. Going into the final turn, it's still neck and neck in lanes 3 and 4, Sophie Dolence and Emma French. Seb Ebert over in lane 5 for Eastern Hancock. It is a first place finish by Sophie Dolence, followed by Emma French in lane 4. Seb Ebert in third for third place in lane 5. Megan Atkins and Katie Phillips. Megan came in fourth. And Katie Phillips from Richmond in lane 2. Soft touch there. We'll have to get her time from the scores table. Sophie Dolence squeaks out the win.
Next up, event 14, boys 100-yard freestyle.
Event 14 is the 100 free for the guys.
In lane 2 from Richmond, Grayson Farmer. In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Hank Lee. In lane 4 from Richmond, Owen Fowler. In lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, Clint Martin. And in lane 6 from Richmond, Jordan Light.
All right. We got Tegan Fletcher in 1, Hank Lee in 3, Clint Martin in 5. For Richmond, we have Grayson Farmer in 2, Owen Fowler in 4, and Jordan Light in 6. Owen Fowler in the lead at the midway point, followed by Grayson Farmer, Hank Lee, Clint Martin, and Jordan Light. Tegan Fletcher over in lane 1 for Eastern Hancock. It's an Owen Fowler win with a Grayson Farmer second place, Hank Lee in third, fourth goes to Clint Martin, fifth to Jordan Light, sixth place Tegan Fletcher finishing up his final 25 yards right now. It's the boys 100-yard free.
The winner for the boys 100-yard freestyle from Richmond, Owen Fowler.
Events 15 and 16 are going to be combined.
Boys and girls 500-yard freestyle. In lane 2 for Richmond, Gavin Mitchell. In lane 3 for Richmond, Leighton Smith. In lane 5 for Richmond, Olivia Bailey. And in lane 6 for Richmond, Katie Moore.
All right, we have Gavin Mitchell in lane 2, Leighton Smith in lane 3, Olivia Bailey in lane 5, and Katie Moore in lane 6. These are all Richmond High School swimmers. This is a mixed event 15-16 500-yard freestyle event. Off the blocks, Gavin Mitchell in lane 2, Leighton Smith in lane 3. The girls over in lanes 5 and 6, Olivia Bailey and Katie Moore. That's Leighton Smith making his turn by the start-finish line. Over in lanes 5 and 6, Olivia's in 5, Katie is in 6. Gavin Mitchell over here in lane 2 for Richmond on this 500-yard swim. Just to kind of give you an idea of Leighton Smith's pace so far, 34:33 laps according to his splits with a seed time of 5 minutes 01:06. Gavin Mitchell hanging tough in lane 2, and Olivia and Katie pretty much sticking together over in lanes 5 and 6. There's the bell for Leighton Smith in lane 3. He is in his final yards, and this will be the conclusion of his race. (5:32:11) is his time. The official is calculating laps and getting ready to ring the bell for the girls' race happening simultaneously over in 5 and 6. Olivia Bailey and Katie Moore over there. right, and that's the conclusion of the girls' race. We have a first place finish over there, 6:33.80 by Olivia Bailey, 6:35.41 by Katie Moore in lane 6. One swimmer in the pool, Gavin Mitchell of Richmond. The 500-yard free is one of a few events tonight where Richmond is the only entrant in the event, especially for the girls. All right, and that is an 8:39.68 finish for Gavin Mitchell.
For the girls in Richmond, Olivia Bailey, and for the boys in Richmond, Lucky Smith.
So in the 500-yard free event, we had Olivia Bailey of Richmond winning it against Katie Moore of Richmond, and Leighton Smith winning the 500-yard free event against Gavin Mitchell, all Richmond swimmers. The next event is the girls' 200-yard free relay. We have two teams in the girls' event, Event 17, Eastern Hancock of Adkins, Dolence, Ebert, and Munger, and Richmond's Acosta, Phillips, Collage, and Moore. Dolence and Phillips in the water. On the blocks for the third leg would be Seb Ebert and Rosa Kalach. Dolence hands it off to Ebert. This is the girls' 200-yard free relay, third leg. Micah Munger in the water for Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Katie Moore on the blocks for Richmond in lane 4. Micah Munger coming under the flags. In lane 3, this is the girls' 200-yard free relay. First place for Eastern, 2:12.66.
Your winner for the girls 200 yards freestyle relay.
Katie Moore finishing for Richmond,
Houston Headshot A.
2:27.84. For the guys, we have 4 entrants.
Boys 200 yards freestyle relay. In lane 2, Richmond B, Martin Clark, Lysander Smith. In lane 3, Eastern Hancock A, Barclay, Richmond, Martin, and May. In lane 4, Richmond A, Whited, Smith, Farmer, and Fowler. In lane 5, Richmond C, King, Kerr, Mitchell, and Cousins.
All right, we have Richmond's Carty, Clark, Lakamp, and Smith in lane 2. Eastern Hancock's relay of Markley, Richmond, Martin, and Mays in lane 3. Richmond A of Whited, Smith, Farmer, and Fowler in lane 4. Richmond C of Singh, Shearer, Mitchell, and Paropchivi in lane 5. Clint Martin in the water in lane 3. Lincoln Richmond climbing out. Grayson Farmer in the water in lane 4 for Richmond's A relay. Owen Fowler standing on the blocks and in the water. Landon Mays in the water for Eastern Hancock. That is a win by the Richmond relay of Whited, Smith, Farmer, and Fowler. In lane 3, we have Eastern Hancock's Markley, Richmond, Martin, and Mays. Mays touches for a time of 1:56.16 for second place. Cooper Smith in the water for Richmond in lane 2. Gavin Mitchell in the water in lane 5 for Richmond. The third place finish by Richmond B. Richmond C is over in 5th. You have Raj on the blocks and in the water.
Your winner for the boys 200 yards freestyle relay. Two of Whited, Smith, Farmer, and Fowler, Richmond A. Next up, mid-19 girls 100 yard backstroke.
Event 19, the girls' backstroke is next.
In lane 3, from Eastern Hancock, Isabella Inman. In lane 4 for Richmond, Emma Prince.
So it's event 19, the 100-yard backstroke event. We have Rosa Collage of Richmond in lane 2, Isabella Inman in lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Emma French from Richmond in lane 4. midway point of the girls' 100-yard back. We have Emma French of Richmond making her turn into her next 50. Bella Inman of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. And that would be Rosa Kolash in lane 2 from Richmond. First place finish by Emma French of Richmond. Second goes to Rosa Collage of Richmond. Bella Inman of Eastern Hancock finishing. 1:45.92 is Bella's time.
Your wonderful girls 100-yard backstroke for Richmond, Emma French.
So next up is the boys' 100-yard backstroke. We have James Shearer in lane 2, Paul Serberg in lane 3, and Miles Wessel McCoy in lane 4.
And in lane 4 from Richmond, Miles Wessel McCoy.
Paul Serberg of Eastern Hancock in lane 3, currently in the lead as they approach the midway point. Miles Wessel McCoy of Richmond in lane 4, and James Shearer of Richmond in lane 2. Paul touches for first place in lane 3, 1:16.75 for Paul Serberg of Eastern Hancock. Second place is going to Miles Wessel McCoy over in lane 4. And finishing third is James Shearer of Richmond in lane 2.
Your winner for the boys 100-yard backstroke from Eastern Hancock, Paul Serberg.
Note from the official lane 2 GQ in that past event, event 20, the boys 100-yard backstroke.
In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Sophie Dillon. And in lane 4 from Richmond, Kate Holthouse.
This is a girls 100-yard breaststroke, event 21. We have Ali Acosta in 2, Sophie Dolence in 3, and Kate Holthouse in 4. Sophie Dolans, senior at Eastern Hancock, in lane 3, in the lead currently in the 100-yard breaststroke event. Richmond swimmer Kate Holthouse in lane 4 and Ali Acosta in lane 2. First place finish for Sophie Dolans, 126.70. Second goes to Kate Holthouse, 129.44 from Richmond. And third, Ali Acosta, 137.07. That was the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. Congrats, Sophie.
Next up, event 22, boys 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 for Richmond, Jude Lakehead. In lane 2 for Richmond, Yuvraj Karnapati. In lane 3 for Eastern Hancock, Alex Martin. In lane 4 for Richmond, Jordan Light. And in lane 5 for Eastern Hancock, Landon May.
All right. So this is the boys 100-yard breaststroke event. We got Jude Lakehamp of Richmond in 1. You have Faraj Parajarpti in lane 2. Alex Markley of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Jordan Light in lane 4. And Landon Mays in lane 5. This is event 22, the boys 100-yard breaststroke. Jordan Light of Richmond in lane 4. Alex Markley of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. It is a Richmond win. Jordan Light, followed closely by Alex Markley of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Over in lanes 1 and 2, we have Jude Lakehamp and Yuvraj Prajapti. Landon Mays in lane 5 for Eastern Hancock for the boys 100-yard breaststroke event.
The winner for the boys 100-yard breaststroke from Richmond, Jordan Light.
Jordan Light, the winner in that event. We're down to the last 2 events of the night, and it'll be combined, the mixed 400-yard freestyle relay. We have the girls from Richmond in lane 1, Kate Holthouse, Olivia Bailey, Katie Moore, and Emma French. In lane 3, we have Eastern Hancock boys, Clint Martin, Hank Lee, Alex Markley, and Paul Serber. In lane 4, we have the boys from Richmond, Braxton Whitehead, Leighton Smith, Grayson Farmer, and Owen Fowler. And in lane 5, we have Richmond's boys, Cooper Smith, Miles Wessel McCoy, Jude Lakehamp, and Jordan Light. This is a combined 400-yard freestyle relay. Last 2 events in one shot. Girls in lane 1, the boys are in lanes 3, 4, and 5. All right. Kate Holsals is in the water for Richmond in lane 1. Clint Martin is in the water in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. In lane 4, we have Richmond's Braxton Whitehead. And in lane 5, we have Richmond's Cooper Smith. This is a combined 400-yard free relay event. Leighton Smith in the water for Richmond in 4. Hank Lee in the water for Eastern Hancock in 3. Olivia Bailey jumps in for Richmond's girls in lane 1. Miles Wessel McCoy on the blocks in the center of the pool are Alex Markley of Eastern Hancock and Grayson Farmer of Richmond. Farmer's in the water first, followed by Markley. Jude Lakekamp is in lane 5 for Richmond. And over here is Katie Moore in lane 1. Jude Lakekamp jumps in for Richmond, and there goes Katie Moore. Owen Fowler in the water for Richmond in lane 4. Paul Serberg in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. Emma French from Richmond's girls team in lane 1 on the blocks. And over in lane 5, we've got Jordan Light. There goes Emma French. And Jordan Light in the water for Richmond in lane 5. Here comes the finish for Richmond's A relay. 3:43.73 for Whitehead, Smith, Farmer, and Fowler. First place for Richmond's A relay. For 6:97 for Eastern Hancock's relay of Martin, Lee, Markley, and Serberg. Richmond's girls team of Holthouse, Bailey, Moore, and French. French coming into the start finish now. 4:38.95 is their time. And the boys over in lane 5, 4:45.05 for a third place finish for Smith, Wessel McCoy, Lakekamp, and Light.
Richmond A, Holthouse, Bailey, Moore, and French. And for the boys, also Richmond A, Cooper Whitehead, Smith, Timer, and Fowler. This concludes our swimming tonight. Thank you for coming out.
All right, that concludes the swimming events for tonight. We are awaiting results. If you haven't heard it, it's pretty cold outside. Eastern Hancock will be on another 2-hour delay tomorrow. The frigid temps are not present on the pool deck, though. We're trying to keep the heat in the pool for the comfort of the swimmers as we wrap up this meet. Thanks again for joining us on the Eastern Hancock Sports Network. This is our final varsity match of the year. That is hosted at home. Our swim and dive team travels to Warren Central for their invite this Friday and Saturday.
Final score for this evening for the girls, Richmond 47, Eastern Hancock 33, and for the boys, Richmond 69, Eastern Hancock 30.
Sounds like Richmond came ahead in both the boys and girls matches tonight. For the girls, Richmond placed first with a score of 47 against the Eastern Hancock girls 33. Richmond boys had a score of 69, and the Eastern Hancock boys had a score of 30. Congratulations to the winners tonight, the heat winners, the personal records, and the event winners. Richmond comes out ahead on the evening as teams shake hands.